Okay, let's talk about sentences. I've got a pretty straightforward, simple sentence here from Emergency by Dennis Johnson, page 57 of the packet. And it reads, very briefly, he often stole pills from the cabinets. Okay, so we'll start off with this. Not a whole lot going on here, but we can talk about a few basic things. As I hope you know, every sentence has a subject and a verb, right? So, what's our verb? What's the action happening here? Well, the verb is stole, right? So we'll make a note of that. Stole is our verb. Now, who did the stealing? Well, in the sentence we call that the subject, and our word there is he. So he is our subject. And we have subjects, and a subject can be a few different types of words. It can be a noun or a pronoun, and he is what we call a pronoun, okay? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. So if we're talking about Georgie, Georgie would be a noun. It's actually a proper noun, and now we're using a pronoun he in place of Georgie. So he is our subject. He's our subject, and he is stealing. So he stole. And all we really need to have a sentence is something like this. A subject and a verb, capital letter punctuation, and expresses a complete thought. He stole. But obviously we have a little bit more here in the sentence, so let's figure out what's going on. You can probably hear my son in the background. What's this word often? He often stole. Well, it's describing. What is that word often describing? It's describing the stealing, right? It's called an adverb. It is describing the stealing. So he often stole. It's not an adjective. Adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Okay, so he often stole. And maybe you've heard of this word object before. What did he steal? So our next word in the sentence is pills. He often stole pills. The pills are what he's stealing, right? He is doing the stealing, and what is he stealing? He's stealing the pills. So pills are what we call a direct object. It's receiving the action of the stealing. Okay, what did he steal? He stole pills, so that's our direct object. So now we've got a little bit more interesting sentence. He often stole pills. But we also have this phrase here, from the cabinets. Okay, what's going on here? That's called a prepositional phrase. You might be familiar with that word before, or that phrase. From the cabinets is a prepositional phrase. A preposition sort of indicates relationships in space and time. It gets a little bit more complicated than that, but a lot of times, up, down, across, those indicate relationships in space. Before, after, during, those indicate relationships in time. So, from is our actual preposition. Then we've got the word the. We'll come back to that. And we have cabinets. Now, when we were talking about our verb stole, we saw that it had an object, right? What did he steal? He stole pills. Well, prepositions also have objects. So from what? From the cabinets. So the cabinets is the object of preposition, of our preposition, okay? And then the is an article. It's a kind of modifier. It means it's describing something. What's it describing? What kind of cabinets? Okay, from the cabinets. So it's an article. It's actually a definite article. So now we've just broken down this pretty simple sentence. It has a subject and a verb, he stole. It has an adverb, he often stole. What did he steal? He stole pills. Pills are the direct object. And then we have the prepositional phrase, from the cabinets, at the end of the sentence. We'll continue to do sort of, breaking down of sentences throughout the semester. I hope this helps. It might be a little bit more fun or entertaining in a classroom setting, but I hope this is starting to, make a little bit of sense to you. So I'll try to keep it brief. We're at 4 minutes. We've got other sentences to talk about.